A big congratulations to everyone who took the January LSAT. I hope that you crushed it. If you're confident that you did, it's time to switch gears and focus on your application essays. This cycle is a little bit different. Due to the Supreme Court's ban on affirmative action, law schools have replaced their former diversity statements with adversity statements and other optional essays, allowing you to share more about your background. It may be a bit more work to write these essays than in previous cycles because some of the prompts are unique to specific law schools, so you may need to write more essays than you would have in previous cycles, so don't delay. It's time to start working on those. And if you'd like my help, my team and I have a great service where we give you unlimited edits and revisions for all of your application essays, personal statement, optional essays, addenda. We even help you with requesting letters of recommendation and working on your resume. So check out the links below this video to find out more about this service and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. And we can even help you get started with your essays if you don't yet have a rough draft. Of course, we're not going to write the essays for you, but we will help you take your words and craft them into strong, compelling narratives. Now, if you're not sure about how the January LSAT went, and you're considering a retake, or if you're confident it didn't go well and you're considering a retake, of course, there are a couple more test dates in this testing cycle. We have February, roughly 1 month away. We have April, roughly 3 months away. And we have June, roughly 5 months away. Of course, the February LSAT, the last one I would recommend to take if you're applying to law school this cycle. If you're taking the LSAT in April or June, I would strongly encourage you to apply at the beginning of the cycle in the fall instead. It's also worth noting that April and June are the last 2 chances to take the LSAT with the logic game section. After the June LSAT, beginning in August, they are removing the logic game section and replacing it with a second scored logical reasoning section. So if you're feeling like games is your strong suit, I strongly recommend don't delay, retake the LSAT in February, April, or June with the games. And if you don't like the games section, if it's your weak section, then of course you may want to delay a cycle and take the LSAT in August instead. If you're worried about retaking, rest assured, retaking the LSAT is totally fine. Law schools do not penalize you for taking the LSAT multiple times. And in fact, for this reason, I always recommend taking the LSAT multiple times because through luck alone, you could do a few points better. If you do, fantastic. And if you don't, no big deal, because law schools do not average multiple LSAT scores, but rather they only take the highest score. Now, of course, the registration deadline for February has already passed, so you probably know at this point whether you're taking it or not. If you're already registered, of course, take the next month or so to take full-length timed practice tests and review them in depth. My default recommendation is 1 PT a week, 1 practice test a week, along with detailed review of that exam and maybe drilling some weak areas on the side. If you're in the fortunate position to be able to study for the LSAT full time and have no other obligations, you may want to take 2 practice tests a week and review those 2 in depth. I'm typically recommending against 3 or more. I don't want you to burn out, and I would never recommend taking practice tests on consecutive days because I don't want you to burn out. The LSAT's a marathon, not a sprint, and the purpose of taking these practice tests is simply not to measure yourself, but rather to discover your weak areas through that review process to extract those key takeaways that will let you study more effectively and drilling your weak areas on the side. If you would like my help preparing for an LSAT retake in February, April, or beyond, please check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. I'm looking for a couple of students aiming to achieve a 170 plus LSAT score in the next few months, but I do have a few requirements for this program. First, I'm looking for you to have scored a 160 or above on at least 1 timed practice tests. I'm looking for you to have studied for the LSAT for at least 3 months and have a strong foundation in the basics of the LSAT, the different sections, and the different question types. And then, of course, you are aiming for a 170 or above. If this describes you, check out the links below to book a call with me and my team to explore the possibility of working with me in an intensive one-on-one coaching program. If you don't yet meet those criteria, that's okay. You can also join our small group coaching sessions via Zoom 4 nights a week. And if you're just getting started, check out a copy of my book, Mastering the LSAT, available at lsatmasterybook.com. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.